Hey everybody, Sean here from BoredParacord. Today we're going to do a a single strand braid paracord bracelet. And basically what that means, we're just going to use one strand of cord and do a 3-strand braid. I know it doesn't make sense, but it will. And what I have here is about 4 feet of cord. So actually, it's a little more than that. I would say it's between 4 and 5 feet. It doesn't take a whole lot of cord at all. This color here is kind of cool. It is, if you look real close, it's blue, electric blue, and orange. And the name of this is called Blornge Identity. You can find it on our site. It's a pretty exclusive color. I haven't seen this color on any other site. So check that out if you're interested. It'll be in the description. Excuse me. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to take one end and throw it away. Just get rid of it for now. The other end here, this is going to be the end that sticks out of the bracelet. So you're going to have two ends, and these are the cords that you pull to tighten the bracelet. So I would say pull this out about around 5 or 6 inches. That should give you enough. Now what we need to do is we need to create a loop that goes behind. So a loop that goes behind like this. And one way to do it is take the cord that's below the end here and just twist it, like roll it this way, and when you do that it'll create that loop. So this loop is going to be what you're getting the measurement of your bracelet with. So all you're going to do then is feed this cord on the right like this, and you'll end up with a big loop here. See this loop here? This is how you're going to measure your bracelet. So these two, so what you want to do is you want to pinch where these are crossing. So you've got your 5 or 6 inches that come off of here, and then this loop goes down and then under itself. These two cords here on your loop are what your length of the bracelet is going to be. So you can kind of do it like this. If it's a little too short, then you just feed more into it, just like this. And as I'm doing this, this loop gets a little bit longer. So I think that's going to be pretty close. And it also doesn't have to be exact, because this is going to be like a sliding knot. So you'll be able to adjust it with that. So once you figure out what your length is going to be, then you can start the braid. So you want to think of this as a braid. Don't think about this little loop down here. That's where some people get mixed up, is when they start thinking about a loop. You want to think about it as a 3-strand braid at this point. So you have your right, your middle, and your left. So the first thing you do is your long working end. You're going to pull that over into this loop and then pull it through, so all the way through the loop. So you're going to have something that looks just like that. There we go. And make sure you keep everything nice and tight. So I like to use my thumbs to keep everything tight. So now we're going to take the left side and cross over and under the right side. So basically what you're doing is you're taking this loop and you're just kind of flipping it. You're flipping it over. Just like that. And don't worry about a loop. And you're just creating a 3-strand braid. So you should have something that looks like this. So now you take your top cord, cross that over, and you're going down through the loop again, pulling that through off to the right, and then your right cord goes over that, and then that loop is crossing back over what you had just done. So each time this cord goes down through the loop, like this, goes down through that loop, off to the left, then that left cord comes to the right, right cord over left, and is now the center strand. Go. Left cord comes over top of that one, down through the middle. And then your top cord is one over here now. So when I say top, I'm talking about the next in line to go. So this will be the next one to go. So this crosses over, just like that. And then if you look at this, the next one to go now is on the left side at the top. So that crosses over, back toward the middle. And you want to keep this nice and tight. It's going to want to curl up towards you, so if you kind of force it back down, you can kind of see what you're doing. Now the next to go is the topmost in line. Cross over, go through the loop, off to the left, and then the left side goes, and then the right side goes. It's next to go. And that's all there is to it. This is a pretty easy one. This being the next one. Through the loop. And you just keep going. Excuse me. I have had this cough. Oh man. I've had this cough for quite a while. Probably 2 months now. Can't get rid of it. Alright, where am I at here? Kind of lost my place here. Okay, it looks like, yep, cross that top one over. There we go. So that was the next one to go. Did I mess this up? No, that looks good, I think. Yep. So right side crosses, goes through the loop. Now the left side crosses. Now the right side. Now left side. Down through the loop. Alright. Now the right side, and flip that back over. There we go. You will get a little bit of twisting as you go too inside this loop, but as soon as you bring it back across, like once you flip it, it'll be twisted, but then when you flip it back, it'll straighten back out. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Sorry, I'm not too talkative in this video. There's not a whole lot going on. I hope I didn't mess that up. It doesn't look like I did. I've never been good at braiding. You know what? I think we're okay. I think we're okay. No, that definitely would not be right. So then, excuse me. All right, cross this one. Then we take our left cord down through. Out. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get this all the way down to the bottom. There will be a point when we need to add a fid so that we can get these through. But yeah, I'll be back once I get this finished, and I'll show you how to finish off the bracelet. Okay, so as you can see, I've gotten down to about as far as I can go. And as you go, I can see why this, I've looked at some people's work that they've done on these braids, and it's really hard to keep this pattern going as you go. It's kind of difficult because the cord wants to twist more and more as you get down to the bottom. But anyways, I've gotten as far as I can go here. The next move would be to twist this here, and then followed up by putting this through that little hole there. So what we need to do is add our fids. So I have 2 fids here, and I'm just going to thread the cord right into the fid. that's pretty cool how these fids work if you've never used them. They are threaded on the inside. Let's see if we can show you that. I might not be able to. But yeah, there's threads on the inside which allow the cord to kind of get gripped right into it. So you just screw these on and it kind of like locks the paracord in there. Then you can use it as a lacing needle. So our last move here that we need to do is this cord here needs to go down through this loop. So we'll just run that through there. Get rid of that twist. And that'll finish up the braid on this end. Now, what we need to do is we need to tie both of these into each other. So the cord on the right, this one here, is also going to go through, but the opposite way. So we just ran the cord through this way. So we want the bracelet to close this way. So you're going to run your cord from the other end through the opposite end, going the other way, like that. And then we can take the fid off of that one. So it should have something that looks like that. So you have your cord coming out the other end, and that's what's going to allow you to tighten this bracelet up. Now you do the same thing, so we'll loosen this up a little, and you're going to do the same thing on this end. So the cord is going through to the right. We're going to take this long end here and go the other way. Go to the left. There we go. And then you just pull those until they're about the same length. There we go. So that's a good length there. And we can get rid of our fids. Take those out of there. And I'll throw the fids in the description too for you. Yep, that looks good. We want to make our length about the same on this side as it is on this side. So just come over here and cut this. Now there's a few ways you can finish this. I have seen where people will just put a knot right at the ends of these. I don't really like the way the knot looks. I've also seen where people will do, like with micro cord, this real thin cord like this. They'll do like a wrap around the end, just to give it a little decorative wrap, and that way it doesn't get pulled through here. Because last thing you want is for this cord to come back through. But what I'm going to do, and it's real simple to do, you just get a lighter, and all you're going to do is melt this into a ball. And you want to be really careful with this, because this ball is going to be very hot. You don't want this to drop on your skin. And what it's going to want to do also is catch on fire. So once you have this ball on here, let it cool without touching it. Don't touch that, it's like lava. And then once it's almost cool, you can go to the other one and do that one too. Just be really careful not to get yourself with this little ball of lava, because it will hurt. I've had it happen. There we go. We'll just let that cool. This one should be good. Yep, that one's good. And basically that just keeps you from sliding all the way through. It's like a little stopper. And it also will let you, it gives you something to grab hold of. I think this one's probably good now. Yeah, that one's good. Keeps it from pulling all the way through. And I tightened this pretty tight as I went so that I don't have to worry about that opening up. But having this as a sliding knot, it allows you to get your hand in here. And then, you know, you can pull these. This will go on right now, but I don't really want it on. So, and then once it's on, you can pull one at a time. and tighten this up to your wrist. You'll just have these little dangly pieces, but that's just kind of part of this whole design on this one. But yeah, that's the one strand braid. It's more of a friendship bracelet. 1 strand, 3 strand braid with the Blorenge identity cord. I hope you like this one. It's a pretty easy one to do with some scraps that you might have. I don't know, if you set up a craft table somewhere, you could probably sell one of these for, I would say, $2 or $3 pretty easily. Just something super easy to do. You can do it in about 5 minutes if you get used to it. But anyways, check out the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/paracord That's where a lot of people are posting their paracord projects that they're working on. And there's a lot of very knowledgeable people in there, so check that out. And don't forget to check out our website, BoredParacord.com, for anything paracord related. And until next time, paracord on. Do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to your left. There's other great videos all the time, and there's a few to the right side of the screen, and you can also buy paracord at our site with the link at the bottom left. Thank you again for watching.